bringing you the news and information you need from the people making a difference. This is Comcast Newsmakers.
Hello and thanks for joining us. I'm Paul Lisnick and this is Comcast Newsmakers. This hour's newsmaker is David Kups, CEO for Kups Purple Heart Foundation. And today we're going to be talking about this year's Kups Cruise. And Kup, it's good to see you.
Great to see you, my friend.
Now, of course, when I just say the name Kup, a lot of people say, well, wait a minute, that was the name of the internationally respected known columnist, Irv Kups. In fact, you knew him.
I knew him fairly well. I met him several times.
And that would be because...
I'm his grandson.
All right. And so the tradition of Kups Vets Cruise, which your grandfather did for 50 years before he ended it, is one of the great Chicago traditions. This year, the cruise date?
July 31st. Again, like last year, we'll probably stick to that date because aside from being a tribute, of course, to all the veterans, personally, a little bit behind the scenes, July 31st is Kup's birthday, and that's a little way for me to honor him on the side as well.
And he would be very proud of that. It starts early. Get there around 7 a.m., huh?
It starts early in the morning, mostly so that we can coordinate all of our different news feeds and everything. But also, we like to get an early start on the cruise so that we can serve breakfast and lunch before the cruise is over.
All right. And the cruise itself, the day will go until about?
About 1:30. The cruise will leave the pier about 9:30, and it'll be approximately 4 hours.
You know, it's an amazing event because, and I covered it last year, and I was there, and I met people from World War II, a guy who was an entertainer in World War II, and in his 90s, all the way to people who were from recent wars, like Operation Iraqi Freedom, and that's part of your message.
Yeah, it is. When we started the cruise last year, the whole point was that we were relaunching the cruise for a whole new generation of veterans. And when Kup ran the cruise, he started it in the wake of World War II, and by the time he was finished, he had veterans from World War II, the Korean War, the Vietnam War. In fact, when he was doing it, he had veterans from World War I on it still. Now, in the wake of everything that's going on in the world today, this cruise is really about honoring all Illinois veterans, but specifically about passing the torch. We like to have a nice balance of young generations of troops who have just returned home being welcomed by the older generations and sort of passing the cruise on to them.
And I want to talk about, first of all, about that interaction, but it is important people sign up. I mean, one of our messages is if you're a vet,
yes,
don't just show up.
Right, exactly. And this is a great opportunity for me to answer a couple of questions I get a lot, which is, one, what if I don't have a Purple Heart? Well, the Purple Heart Cruise is a very catchy name, but it is not a requirement. Anybody who is or ever was in the United States Armed Forces is welcome to sign up for this cruise, Purple Heart or not.
And how do you sign up?
Couple of ways. The best way is to visit our website at kphf.us, and there is a link right there on the homepage. Sign up for the 2008 cruise.
Is there a cost to being on this cruise?
There is no cost at all, not even a cost to park at Navy Pier. We cover everything. There are sponsors, and we're always looking for more sponsors. There is a page on our website to donate. There's also a page to sponsor a veteran to attend the cruise, which is a very good cause.
Now, some of the older vets, World War II, they are still around. My dad's one of them, but some of them can't get around easily. Some are wheelchair bound. Should they not show up because of that?
They should absolutely show up, or else all the money we spend on a handicapped accessible ramp will be all for naught. No, we make everything as accessible as possible. Wheelchair, crutches, cane, anything. We have an extensive volunteer staff to help people around.
And let me ask you, any surprises this year that people can expect? I mean, last year you've had Lieutenant Governor signing people up. You never know what politician's going to be there. You have lots. What surprises this year?
We have a extensive honorary committee this year made up of, mostly just about every state senator, state rep, alderman from the city, and of course our honorary chairman this year being Mayor Daley. And
you did tell me one surprise having to do with helicopters.
Well, I'll tell you this. There is, I would not recommend ever trying to get permission to land an Army helicopter in the city of Chicago. I have gone through the process. I can tell you that it is a difficult one, and it will be very, very worth it. We're going to have a nice little surprise for all of our guests.
All right. Well, that's a great lead. In July 31st, starting in the morning, Kups 52nd or 2nd annual cruise. Good luck with this cruise.
Thanks very much.
It's a very emotional event.
It is.
This hour's newsmaker has been David Kups. I'm Paul Lisnick, and thanks for watching us here. This is Comcast Newsmakers. Bye-bye.
The preceding was a presentation of Comcast Newsmakers.